Tunnel getting set to step onto the pitch at the Camp Nou. It is Barcelona welcoming Elche. Barcelona coming in looking to try and reclaim their title, but there's a lot of work to be done. Elche, meanwhile, a team that just missed out on going down. Well, they're looking to stick around for quite a while. Barcelona and Elche, stories in their past, but what will the new chapter be in the debut of Luis Enrique as the Barcelona boss? Built before as a player, he's done it before as a coach in the preseason, but there's something special today.
Well, forget the preseason in many ways as the cant of Barcelona rings around the venerable stadium, the cathedral of football, because this man has been to the very tops of Mount Everest as far as football is concerned. The Luis Enrique era starts, Phil, and this is what Barcelona are going with. They've got some young pups up front with big teeth.
Some big surprises. Take a look. It was supposed to be Ter Stegen in goal. Instead, it's Bravo. Rumors of Cuadrado, Alves sticking in the back, Mascherano as well, along with the newcomer Jeremy Mathieu. This is what we saw last time around. Fernando Teixeira Vitianes, he and his brother in the spotlight last year. Maybe not exactly for the best reasons, but Teixeira Vitianes won, as he is known, joined by Victoriano Diaz, Manuel Torre, and Guillermo Cuadra. That's the four-man officiating crew on this opening day. Last year, Barcelona 27-6-5. One of those 6 draws came against Elche in the penultimate match, and Ray, it was that inability to beat this tiny team.
Points as well, as did Real Madrid against the lesser lights, so-called. This Elche team comes in here with nothing to lose. And all you beautiful people out there, if you're suffering from a World Cup
hangovers, it's hair of the dog. Barcelona against Elche today. And in my mind, this might be one of the most important matches of the season for Luis Enrique. Explain that why, as we're just seconds away from kick. Fernando Teixeira listening in. One last check around the grounds. Oh. Ready to roll.
Looks good. New ball. And it will be pinged around here beautifully. It's going to be really in Munir
El Haddadi, who was one of the bright spots in the inaugural UEFA Youth Championship, scoring from midfield to lead Barca to the crown. Bit of a slow start in the preseason. Showed it in the Gamper as well. Bursting forward in for Messi. Back for Rafinha. Rafinha.
Brilliant.
Rafinha. But he just couldn't hold on.
Wonderful kiss from Lionel Messi. Couldn't be converted into a big Blaugrana. Bouquet of roses. Messi's in again.
On his right foot, and that opens the door to steal it away. Pellegrini.
He just singing his praises earlier on this Rafinha. We saw the wonderful, beautiful touches. Never mind, that'll come with time, and he is young enough, and time will wait.
Of the 10 field players within 35 yards of the Barcelona target. Messi looked in, couldn't get it, pass left, Iniesta! Off the top of the crossbar. Rakitic trying to guide the touch in. Kind of sense if they can get that first goal. Back to Messi, though. Threads it through. Touched by Munir. Looking for Rafinha, but just a bit in front.
Again, out of the long grass with incredible passing.
Yet Argentina
headed,
fell
but
short.
He always gets.
Mathieu to Rakitic. Tried to find Alba, who keeps it alive. Acrobatic clearance. Now Suarez gift wraps it back in the middle. Messi on the turn. Messi! 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 42nd minute!
And it's Sergi Busquets that deserves as much of the credit as the genius that is Lionel Messi. This is a magisterial pass delivered from Sergio. And then Messi just takes his own sweet time and kills you. The angles are down to absolute, but look at this pass when it comes out. First time into stride, magical from Sergi Busquets, and then the trigger is automatic. The trigger is well oiled and it is detonated. He wriggles free, wigglier than a python, and twice as dangerous Messi. But what a first-time ball from Busquets.
Lombán tried to slide over to block the... It's a red!
And I think it's a justifiable red. In lifetime, it looks like a red card. The player is through. One-on-one, clean as a whistle. The pace releases him. Mascherano's making a case that it was accidental. In my experience, I've seen this a lot of times as a player myself. You come through, you know you got to get him. Right here, he comes across and it's just enough. He's in full stride, and once his legs are clipped just there, he knows he's going down. Mascherano doing his best to look as innocent as Oliver Twist, but he ain't gonna get it.
The artful dodger, not artful enough. Solid, if not brilliant, in the first half. Pulled out. Marc Bartra to solidify the back line. Brought in.
Tough on Rafinha. He's showing some sparkling touches.
Lifting it through. Munir beats the trap. Outside of the boot. And a dagger to the heart of Elche.
Well, it's not exactly a choir of passes, but the window of opportunity opens for a split second for the kid, and he puts it away with the outside of his foot. Wonderful. Take a look at this ball again. Rakitic plays it through. There's the deflection, and that's why the flag stays down outside of the foot. Titon has got no chances. Rakitic sees the run instinctively. It takes a little bloop for him. He's got so much to take into consideration, the kid. Look, he doesn't know where the goalkeeper is. He takes a look with those beautiful bulging eyes of his and takes everything into account. Step away from pulling the trigger.
Lifted in, trying to square it was Bartra. Strong challenge from Elche to prevent a third.
Defensive position from young Marc Bartra, nearly being quick enough to get that.
Served the three. Suarez needed a little extra help. For Elche, well, they'll take on a couple of clubs in the next few weeks that might be a bit easier. Granada, Rayo, and Eibar. But then again, the Basque debutants proving they won't be easy as they shut down Sociedad earlier today. Approaching the hour mark. More involved under Luis Enrique. Messi tried to scoop it through, gets the deflection, dances around two, and places it in the corner. Goal number 3 for Barcelona.
Again, the witching way that is Messi. The beautiful witching way, the hesitation. He plays his cards like a pure poker player. He waits, he hesitates, and then at the last exquisite second, he detonates. Poker player indeed, and for Elche, it's like...
Beautiful touch. About as good as you could hope for. Get the 3 points, and at least at this point, no one seriously injured, they hope.
He asked if they answered all the questions. There's one question I think has been answered here today. The early indications, his attitude, right from the first whistle.
Didn't make the move to sit, but he says he will learn regardless.
Does it impeccably.
Rakitic again, Messi chomping at the bit. And leaning the other direction as Lombán pounces.
Not a bad one. And the witching way also came out in the shape of a magnificent Messi performance as usual, but let's not forget the debutants, Munir El Haddadi and Rafinha, who were wonderful as well. Right, left and centre, Rakitic looked sparkly, and Mathieu, well, he was foot perfect. A number of classy goals and an appetite for Barcelona that reflects his attitude and demands.
Well, Luis Enrique debuts with a victory in charge of his beloved Barcelona, thanks to 2 goals from Lionel Messi.